everybody. We're Shoot from the Hip. You quite possibly already know that. I'm Tom.
I'm Sam.
I'm Luke.
And I'm AJ.
And that's the corniest thing we've ever done.
The one thing I said before we start this is please don't hit the table. And Tom said, hey!
Well, criticism off the bat. I mean, it can't be just nice friends for 2 minutes, can we?
After Tom has set up his lovely home for us with all this equipment by himself,
All
3 cameras.
No one helped.
No one helped.
He's actually changing the camera now.
My long feet.
We actually have the lovely Teo doing the tech for us again. Round of applause to Teo. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. This Shoot from the Hip podcast audio live stream, something modern. It's very exciting. We've had lovely feedback from you. And as you can see from the thing above our head, we already hit 100% of our donations. So from now on, in our live shows, of course we've got some back shows to do, but for all shows going forward,
we'll be having lovely head mics, so we will sound even more beautiful.
All the big rooms. If it's like a 50-seater, we're not going to terrify everyone in the room, are we?
we might do.
Maybe we'll just really arrogantly show off.
A little bit of echo, so I've switched to one mic only.
Which one?
Good question.
Oh, only 2 of us get to speak now. Should we put them in the middle?
Yeah, put them in the middle.
Nice.
Oh, we're still working out as we go.
When you said, as you can see above our head, I genuinely looked up at the lights. I was like, what's he talking about? Oh,
so
right.
And that is due to all of you guys. Thank you all so much for donating to the crowdfund. Yeah, we are getting lovely head mics.
Yes.
We're going to look fantastic. Hopefully sound fantastic as well. And also thank you to the mystery donator. Someone came in and donated half the target amount by themselves.
Incredible.
You get a free Luke with your purchase, so just come and pick him up. You don't get a free Luke, just to be clear, because there's a small chat. You can go where you want, Luke. You are a free Luke.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today we're just going to sort of chat, do some of your questions, play a couple of games, etc., and have fun for a bit. That's the plan. How are you guys?
I'm great. I've had a great couple of weeks working, doing some stuff for the BBC, doing the news quiz, 6:30 on Fridays for the next couple of weeks on Radio 4.
Nice early plug.
If you're too young to listen to Radio 4, you can also get it on BBC Sounds. We also had a lovely...
Which is all about the youth.
All about the Ute. Ute, I believe it's pronounced. It's the Ute. We also did a lovely weekend of shows, all of us last weekend, doing our first sort of like national tour-ish.
Yeah.
We did Friday in London, Saturday in Liverpool, and then Sunday in Manchester, and it was a lovely good time.
Yeah, and hopefully some of you were able to see the stream that we did from one of those Sunday shows. By the way, I wish you could get a straight shot on AJ right now, because he's got a proper supervillain vibe going on. He started smiling since I said this. He was just looking at me. Playing.
Kind of a bit... I don't really know where to look.
It's a bit confusing. Look at each other.
That's my...
Imagine it's a podcast.
I said to AJ, we'll have one camera, we'll keep it chill. Teo can have a relaxed time. And he was like, I said 5 cameras. But you'll never know which one is switched on.
Yeah, it's a lot,
I love
isn't it? It's a lot. I think I'm going to mostly look at that.
I'm going to mostly look at you guys.
I think
Because when you catch yourself in the corner of your eye at the screen, I'm not looking at the camera that's focused on me.
Yeah. I think if a podcast I like, they look at each other rather than
true.
Rather than the cameras. I think of the Always Sunny podcast. I'm thinking of a few times there's visuals and no such thing as a fish. Great podcasts.
Anyway.
But this one is shite.
Luke, how you had a few days back in Spain in between our weekend shows. Was it nice to be home?
It's lovely to be home. Straight back into rehearsing shows to do in schools around Catalonia.
Oh,
lovely. It's lovely rehearsals, catching up with my other colleagues.
Yeah.
My other colleagues.
I don't like that you have other colleagues.
Do you have other colleagues, or do you work solo every time? Solo, always solo.
He directs the film. He's the cameraman. He's the stars.
All of it.
He does the romantic scenes by himself. It's very impressive.
Like, it's just that. Both of you leave. The romance begins here.
But again, this show is kindly made by you guys because you supported us and got some questions sorted out. I think we might see some return of some previous Shoot from the Hip characters in the show if we can remember what accents they had.
Yeah.
Should we start off with some questions?
Yeah, I think we should.
I'm fine, by the way. I'm good. Sorry.
I asked how you
work,
work.
And you work alone.
No one asked how I was. That's fine. That's okay. We'll
AJ, how are you?
No, I'm
how are
fine.
you? No, how are you?
You're defined by your job. We all know you as
AJ.
defined by your workaholic.
That's okay. That's fine.
AJ, are you warm?
Excuse me, if any of us is the workaholic here,
Actually,
to a destructive level, like 2 a.m. I'm messaging you guys like, hey guys, I an idea for a spreadsheet. They're all asleep, as they should be. And it's not a useful spreadsheet.
Some people might not know, but AJ is actually a man of science. And before the podcast was telling us all how he likes to cool down if he's feeling too hot.
I'm gonna keep on getting rinsed by this, but it's like genuinely a thing that you do. People at home, have you heard that before? Where you have something hot and it cools your internal temperature down?
They have heard that.
That's a legit thing.
There was one study done
He's
in
laughing
Australia.
as if I'm an idiot.
I mean,
It's just like
the reason it was
an
a
actual
point of
thing.
contention is because you were being like, I'm way too hot, with the sun beating down on the back of your head and with a steaming drink going in your mouth. And we're like, yeah,
This will help.
why don't we shut the doors and you
Not
drink
quite
some...
true. I was having a hot drink, which
And the
is
sun
true.
was beating down on your head.
No, it wasn't, because we
Oh.
had the curtains closed.
Oh, I've misremembered.
Because you guys said that it would be cooler
Yeah,
if the curtains were closed.
yeah.
That is also...
No, because we knew we had to shut the window. So if you have to shut the window, there's no airflow. Then
you want
should
the
have
curtains closed.
because the sun's been.
Otherwise, you get the greenhouse effect.
Basically, it got cooler when we opened up.
Obviously, it
and
got cooler when we
an
opened the
airflow,
window.
which
Yeah,
is
we
what
know
Which
that.
is what I originally said.
I mean, we all agree they'd be cooler.
that's okay.
They wouldn't be able to hear us.
When
but-
Anyway,
when I want to
guys,
cool
guys,
down,
I'm
I
fine.
drink
I'm
directly
fine.
from the kettle.
I'm doing really
He
well.
seems really fine.
I'm
I'm
cool.
so
I'm
fine.
chill. I'm fine.
People are agreeing with AJ.
But he's cool and fine.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
But, okay, do you also agree that having cold drinks with ice in will also cool you down? Which, that's my only counterpoint of like, yeah.
I'm just saying, if
but
you're
also-
if you're feeling like you're overheating in a room and someone comes in with like this cool glass of ice water or this boiling hot coffee,
No, you're
which do
right.
you
That is right.
Yeah.
But when I said that, my point about it making cool down, you guys
That's
told me
fair.
I was an idiot.
We just enjoy rinsing.
No,
That I didn't like.
No, my point
Okay,
is
good,
when we
you're
because when we did the research.
See, now we had something and then you had to take one more step.
When we did the research, it was about the idea of feeling cooler. It might actually lower your internal body temperature because it makes you sweat. But if you're feeling overly hot, it's not going to make you feel cooler to drink a hot
The
drink.
quick Google I did said, have a hot drink and then quite possibly chase it with a cold drink. And that's ideal. And boom, here he is. Doing great. He's having his coconut water. Shall
So
we
I'm
do
good.
these questions?
I'm good. I'm
No
good.
one cares
Things
anymore.
are
You've had
going
too
well.
much time, AJ.
Things are going really
All right?
well.
We're doing the
a film
questions.
soon.
Okay.
What's this?
Just
Whoa,
like
whoa,
Flower.
whoa, what's this?
Flower was great. It's one of my favourite horror films ever. Watch Flower. It's really good. It's actually really good. I rewatched it the other day. There's no reason for me to do so other than I really fucking like it.
Thank you.
What's the
Burn!
That's great.
What's
I
the
do
next one?
love it.
The next one is a really light-hearted one. It's called The Consecration of a Perpetual Virgin. So it's really light-hearted. Anyway, let's do the stream.
I think we are.
Yeah, no, this
Let's do what
We're
supposed
live.
to do.
No further elaboration on the meaning of the film.
AJ's also converted.
I'm consecrating my perpetual virginity right now.
Okay, guys.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So for some questions,
Yes.
we've had a bunch of questions through. We are going to take some questions from you guys later on, but a few people supported us by getting super chat questions that they sent in ahead of time. Every time I say super chat, Sam is going to say
Super chat.
great. So time for some super chat, super questions.
Super questions.
You have to leave them space to do it.
I don't know. All right.
Super chat.
Super chat.
There we go.
So, first question is from Bridget, who says, "What are your hopes and dreams for the future professionally?" Huge question to kick us off. Absolutely huge.
AJ, let's start with you.
I want Shoot from the Hip to become one of the biggest, the biggest improv platform in the world, which it kind of already is in some ways.
Nice, done it.
But just like that's what, and to be honest, not just an improv, but in like a comedy thing in the world. I want that to be one of the biggest comedy things as well. And then also I want to make films, and that's what I'm doing. That's my goals.
Sweet.
Nice. Yeah, similarly, I want Stupid Hip to grow and grow and grow so that we're doing massive gigs in many countries around the world. And then personally, more acting and writing in bigger roles and sitcoms and things.
I'd like Shoot from the Hip to own a building.
Whoa.
I
See,
would
that's
like
the fun
I
one.
would like Shoot from the Hip like offices where we can sort of come in. We don't have to worry about turning Tom's flat into a studio. We've got like a place where we could do some D&D stuff and record all that and stream that out every week. We've got some places where we could film some comedy sketches. We've got some places we can all sit down and write together and can devise together and stuff like that. So where we can have meetings, where we can have like a logo on the wall with some like the YouTube awards and stuff like that. But just like a place where we could just have the Shoot from the Hip hub. Because and therefore, for that to work, for us all to come to the office, Luke would also have to move back to the UK.
And mine is I'd like to have Shoot from the Hip offices, but I never have to go to.
Yeah, that's cool.
To do any Shoot from the Hip office work.
You employ someone to do it.
Yeah, I would love to have a team of people who
You wish you had a Tom.
takes the admin.
You wish you had your very own Tom.
So what I'm saying, guys, stretch goal. If we get 10,000 times our goal up here, we will buy a building.
Is that Tom much to ask?
Next question. Okay, that's 1 out of 16.
Okay.
Oh,
AJ, can you just turn the gain up on the mic?
Oh,
Who gets
we're
the
learning
mic?
so much.
that's
little
the
thing in the
volume.
Back of it, there's
Yeah.
a little gain knob.
Up.
Just turn it up a tiny bit.
That's up a tiny bit.
Gain. The gain has been turned.
What's the name of the game?
So sorry.
Right, question.
All right. So the next one is from
I wasn't going to go in. It's just like, yeah, question.
the next one is from Moss. Is Andre Beetroot a time traveller? His appearance in Beetroot's Murder was in the 1950s, but his appearance in Burglary and Bobsleds was implied to be in modern day. Answer.
Oh, I've got thoughts on
I mean, it
this.
wasn't even your choice to put him there. I named him as
you
Andre.
named him, yeah.
It was
Like,
on me.
I feel like AJ wanted to use the same voice but have a different character. But Tom at the sides was like,
We're
I
like
know
that.
this guy! I've seen
Maybe
him
that's definitely
before!
Andre Beetroot. But here's a little bit of trivia: is that the actual original name of that character,
Yeah.
years and years ago, about 6 or 7 years ago,
Oh, shit.
I did an improv podcast, not with you guys,
Other colleagues?
I feel
other
cuckolded.
colleagues, and the character that came out was actually called Sven Garley.
Ah!
And I never ever do that character ever, but when Sven Garley came back out and became Andre Beetroot, Andre Beetroot, but I think he's like an eternal character, like he's in all times in history, and I think he'll just keep on coming
He's
back.
the Holy Ghost.
He's the Holy Ghost of improv. Yeah. But
The Outlander.
he'll come back. He'll come back in at some point.
When he's
Some point.
needed.
Yeah,
He's like Death in Terry Pratchett's Discworld or something.
Yeah, he's in every story.
Hearing whatever.
yeah.
Brilliant.
So,
Okay, so he's eternal, not travelling through time. Time travels around him. So, next question is from Francesca Vecchio, or Vecchio.
Vecchio.
Vecchio, thank
Double
you, Luke.
CH, yeah?
Hi there. Do you only, so to speak, perform shows, or do you also happen to teach improv every now and again? As a fellow actress performer, I'd sure be interested. Thank you. That's nice to know. We do every so often, but it's become rarer and rarer. I think we've got more busy with the offstage stuff of doing shows, so actually teaching the improv becomes harder.
I imagine we will do at some point. I think we're still just
When we have the building.
we have this building. Yeah.
We'll have a workshop space.
We'll have a workshop
Maybe
space.
before we had probably get the building
No,
by virtue
it's
of...
building first. Otherwise, because that's the trouble is when we used to do the workshops,
Yes.
trying to find a space in London that you could do them, which wouldn't
yeah,
cost you like a testicle, was ridiculous.
Yeah,
So
and they
we-
knocked them down. They genuinely.
Yeah.
We only have 8, and we were down to 6 already.
Yeah, that's why Luke's voice is so high.
Were you counting our
Oh,
testicles?
testicles.
Your face was like, well, I started with 3.
Who's missing?
So yeah, why should you that's another thing to have the building. We could do whatever we want with it. We have our own space. Whereas actually trying to find spaces to do all these projects is sometimes a real whole load of work. And you find somewhere and then it closes down or they book something else.
We
or...
used to see them in buildings that were about to be knocked
Demolished.
down. Exactly.
They were very
Between
unsafe
Between
workshops.
one company moving out and it being knocked down, it would be used by various theatre companies, and they go, "Oh, we're hosting a workshop space," and you go in and there'd be holes in the ceiling and electrical stuff being pulled out of the walls. Like, okay, gang, what? Aye, whoo. It's a warm up.
But AJ is the best teacher out of all of us for improv. I think he's done more of the actual theory and learning than the rest of us. So if it does come back, it'll probably be a AJ
And he's
spearheaded
kept
initiative.
teaching while
Yes.
we have not.
Yes.
Sorry, I also regularly teach at Frankenstein Casting Studio in Spain.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure whether we said the best improv teacher. We didn't say does it.
You said he's the only one who's kept teaching. I also have.
Oh, sorry, kept teaching well.
yeah.
Having something. Sorry, I'm being unclear. And that's because I learned improv from Luke. So really brought me down.
But yeah, I
you're
think
great
once we've, at the moment, we're kind of maxed out in terms of all the stuff that we're doing. I imagine that if we had some kind of, infrastructure again, where we had some sort of room to do something else, then we probably would do something.
It'd be nice if there was like a venue that was like, hey, we'd like to partner with you and we will host and help promote and blah blah blah, and we will you guys come along and teach. That'd be great. But the thing is that it's always so much to organise every time you're doing a workshop. But it's a lot to get together. Teo has just knocked the
Wi-Fi,
the internet router.
Done.
I think just leave it where it is, my friend. But no, he's picking up the whole internet in his hands and is trailing it.
Oh.
And now he's thumbs upping the internet.
Thumbs up.
Done.
He's changing our gains.
This red button says mute on the front of it. Is that a problem?
No, don't press that.
I mean, is it already muted?
Can't hear Luke and AJ quite as well.
It's good timing
That's all
because we were beginning to ramble a bit after the answer to that question.
Oh yes, that's true. Teo's come in, terrified us all by kicking the router.
Coming back.
Hey! That's our guy.
So yeah, maybe we all speak a little bit louder. Louder towards the microphone.
Question 4!
Whoa. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
You peaked it.
What did I do?
I peaked it. Question 4. Tom, do you understand we all love you and you are iconic?
That's not a question.
Do you
That's
understand?
question 4.
Do you understand?
Do you understand?
From Moss again. Apart from these 3 jokers. Now, thank you. I do now. That's really kind. Thank you so much. No, I don't understand that. Are you okay?
Next question.
It's just praise. I don't know how to deal with praise.
Oh,
That's lovely.
bless him.
That's really nice of you.
Aw.
I really love how much joy we clearly bring to people. I don't know how.
It's mostly Tom who brings the joy to people, let's be honest. By being iconic.
Leo, say something nasty to me. I need help. No. Okay, Kendall S. Thank you. Kendall S. says, with the amount of characters you 4 create across all of your shows, what are some tips for making them distinctive? Great question. How do you keep yourselves from playing the same characters over and over again?
7 years ago, I was doing an improv podcast. Luke, I feel like you have the most wide variety of characters. Why don't you start this one?
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I don't know. Just have lots of different accents at your disposal is a nice way to get into different kinds of characters.
That's something I need to work on.
Take a different general emotional intent. Speak with a different speed. Sometimes I like to do that to make sure that the character feels quite different or that it feels different to the scene before. I come in speaking at a different speed.
That's really
So
good.
how I normally speak. Or
Why did you never teach me that?
Sorry, Tom, there was so much to teach you that I didn't get through everything.
Oh, bother.
Yeah, I don't know. Any other thoughts on that?
Well, I think the problem is that if we were more conscious about it, then I think we could probably spread out more and then look at people and you go online and look at certain characters. But what happens is that you actually get locked into kind of maybe even about 3 or 4, but I
think it feels like 3 or 4. It is still, I would say it's about 2 dozen. But
right, but what I'm saying is
they'll have
the
crossover, right?
The 3 or 4, like it could be
Archetypes.
one archetype that has a certain kind of posture.
Yeah.
Or one archetype that has a different, which makes it a slightly different one.
The 2 times recently in Shooting the Hip where I've tried to do like a completely new voice and character, AJ's said to me on stage, "No one talks like that. Stop it."
No. Sorry, that was just Texan Man times 2, which was, well, I'm Texan or sorry, peaky again.
Yep.
But that doesn't count. And the other one was a character who the voice was annoying, but what you did with the character was infuriating. We all went, maybe rethink. Don't do exactly that again because this and this, and Sam went, okay. And then he's done it another 5 or 6 times.
That voice is very
he
rarely
hates
rarely
us.
can come back.
He hates
Apparently we
us.
should all speak slightly more slowly.
More slowly. Gosh, there's a lot we've got to learn. I presume that's
from the big boss.
Wife. It's from Wife Boss. That's fair. That's solid. Okay. I mean, I had to work on that especially. I'd also say for creating characters, I think actually filming everything has made me a lot more aware of what I do repeat. And things where I think I'm being really different, where actually the normal Tom mannerisms are deeply in there. So, for example, I had 3 long forms in a row that were going to go out where I was my posh, evil Englishman. And so for a few shows, I put him away. He'll come back, but, don't over-rely on that. So it's been really helpful.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. There's a whole chapter in Keith Johnston's Impro on status. So a huge part of your character is what is their status in relation to the other characters or the space that they're interacting with. It's important to remember that. You can have a character who speaks in the same way, who occupies the same technical position, like general, but how they actually react to other characters in terms of status.
Yeah. So you can have a low status king, or a high status peasant.
Yeah. These are all quite big, deep ones. If you were doing an improv show and you just want to create a different new character, just start doing something weird with your body. Lead with a different body. Just physically, before you step on stage, just start messing around with it and feel what that does to your body. And then suddenly you're like, oh, hello, that's so nice to oh, this is new. And then just, whatever. If you lead with something, a physical choice, then sometimes that can change the character too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lead with boys.
Top tips.
Good top tip.
Next question.
Next question. River Becca, hello. River Becca says, how do you feel your uni selves would react to the success you have now? Do we have success? Nice.
I think
so.
My uni self would be shocked that I managed to get such a beautiful woman to marry me.
Nice.
I was going to say, your uni self would be like, yes, of course I have thousands of followers and fan art.
Shoot from the hip. I think I probably would have thought... I didn't think Shoot from the Hip...
Sorry, this is a wives podcast, right?
I didn't think Shoot from the Hip would succeed being just improv. I think when we first started off, I had the vision of turning it into more of a sketchy, the British college humour sort of thing, because I didn't see improv by itself being able to reach such a big and successful audience that, as it's now provenly has. That doesn't mean that we can never go down those paths in the future now, but I think I would be shocked, my uni self would be shocked to look back at it and go, oh, it's just the improv that you've done so far to reach this level.
And that's because TikTok wasn't around, YouTube wasn't around in its current form.
Yeah.
So, other things changed, but suddenly we went, oh, wait, this is perfect for all the stuff that's sprung up since we started doing this. And happily, we had 10 years of experience.
We were ready.
Hopefully, we're cooked.
Luke, what would your uni self think?
I was just thinking about that as well, how shocked you'd be as well by the idea like the apps like TikTok and Instagram exist in the way that they do now, whereas like these short video formats.
Because we've changed, developed, etc. But all that stuff had to change as well for it to work. Yeah. Your uni self were like, why haven't I changed? Why have you changed?
I think it'd just be pleasantly surprised with the success. I don't know that I don't know that I'd formed ideas about the fact that there wasn't like a business model to copy. Yeah. Like we don't really have like a business model.
Well, you run a lot of ketamine, so you weren't really.
That's not true. That is not true.
That's not true.
Don't make up
ketamine lies.
Yeah. If you're going to make up things about drugs, at least make them the true ones.
Okay. You're doing great now.
I would have just thought that's like a dream come true, to be honest.
Yeah.
To just to be doing what we're doing, sold out shows, just absolute dream come true. I also would have looked and been like, who the fuck is that bald guy? Because I had huge hair.
He looks so different.
You look huge
great
hair
then,
and
you look
small
great
muscles.
Small muscles.
No, he's got small hair,
he
huge
was
muscles.
Slender. No beard.
Yeah.
You've gone from Scarecrow to Tin Man.
Yeah.
Also, you'd be like, where's my Shag Week t-shirt?
I had a t-shirt at uni because there was like a sexual health awareness or whatever, and there was the
acronym.
Acronym was SHAG. So, but I just loved the fact that it said shag on it and thought it was cool to go around uni with a shag t-shirt on.
Cool guy. Every week is Shag Week.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, it is weird now though, because the first Shoot from the Hip shows that we did were sort of in a nice London comedy club, but like free on a Tuesday night with a bucket, and we used to spend about 2 hours in Covent Garden begging people to come. Sometimes we were happy if we pulled 50 people in.
Yeah.
And now we sold out 4 shows in 3 different cities over 3 days, which is amazing.
And to give these guys cred, is I came into the group a little bit later, so these lot had done like the fucking groundwork by the time I had arrived in terms of just like flying. I did I remember doing a little bit with you guys, so like one or twice, and being like, "Oh, this is really hard," but they did that the whole time.
Years.
And they were doing that Tuesday show for years.
AJ's making up for that hard work now with all the editing stuff.
Yeah. I'm putting in
all the flying hours that he missed out
Yeah.
on. He refuses to do in Edinburgh.
You're flyering the internet.
That's it. Yeah.
That internet.
Next question.
What do you? This is from Maria Sands. What do you love/hate most about being an improviser at Shoot from the Hip? I've never heard it as at Shoot from the Hip before.
I know.
At the company. Oh, you've got yours. Hit it.
I don't like the way that comedy and comedy clubs view us or treat us. I think especially when we were coming up, and especially for you guys in the early days, when I think back to what some of the things that were asked of us and that were done, you would go, "Oh, you were just fucking exploiting some young acts, like."
Yeah.
Can't be doing that. Absolutely cannot be doing that. And I definitely think that comes from the fact that improv is still, unfortunately, I mean, I get why, but it's seen as a bit of a kind of joke, and it's not really comedy and and
it's sort of stand-up's comedy, and then improv is
like, people think that stand-up it is what comedy is, but stand-up is like 100 years ago, stand-up was not the main form of comedy. It was like vaudeville. It was completely loads of different acts. Stand-up is a relatively newish thing to become mainstream, and still people, they talk about going to see comedy like stand-up. If there's anything else, if there's any like clown act or any, it's like, oh, this is some weird other thing.
There's comedy or improv.
See, I also hate. I do hate that, but then I love the reverse.
Totally.
Which is like we are the little bit of the underdog story, because I meet a lot of stand-ups, a lot of people, and they're like, "Oh, so how was your Edinburgh going?" I was like, "Oh, we sold out before we arrived, and then we did 4 extra shows. How was your stand-up hour?" And they always sort of fold in a little bit. And like when we email people going, "Can you put us on?" And they're like, "Improv, not sure." And then we go, "Here are the numbers," and they go, "Okay, maybe." And like even like I've been seeing a lot of different other comedy shows, but the fact that we have amazing fans who we get to take photos with them afterwards. We're sort of selling the merch, all the fan art, all absolutely amazing, and the community. Like even stand-ups that I know who have got good fans, they don't feel like they've built a community, which I think improv can do so much better than stand-up. And I suppose the one thing I don't like is, the thing is, for us to do this, just to do this, for example, or any of the shows that we do, it takes so much organisation in compared to stand-up. Like when I was doing stand-up, it was like, if I could make it to a room on time, I could do my whole show. I just needed even sometimes didn't need a microphone. I just need somebody to stand in some chairs pointing in the right direction. Whereas for this, it's plane tickets, it's now microphones, it's camera setup, it's all that sort of stuff. And those will cost a lot of money, which means that it takes down slightly from what we make. But also, it's just to get all that organised. There's a lot of steps just to get to the actual lovely thing, which is making people laugh in a room. Which again, when we used to do the free shows, again, we just literally had to turn up and we had a bucket at the end. And that all these things, and having the bigger rooms and the bigger audiences is wonderful. But the main thing that I love is standing up with my friends, making each other laugh and making people laugh in a room. And sometimes I don't like how many steps it takes to get to that point. But it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love doing the shows. The main bugbear at the moment is just the fact that I still have to have like a 9 to 5 in Spain. So my gigs are concentrated in the weekend, which makes the plane journeys a bit difficult. But as we get more successful, I will lose my day job in Spain, and that'll make it much easier to get around.
I think you can lose it.
Yeah, if we hit 2,000% of our target, Luke can leave his job in Spain. Luke will leave Spain.
Make it happen. He probably can't, but he should. Right, next question. We're half an hour in. Gosh. Do you ship any characters / have any favourite canon couples from any of your content? If so, which ones?
Ship,
Ship
like
is like
a relationship between two characters that weren't in a relationship.
It's wrong. It's wrong, but
Caravan! I think they were in a
I've
relationship.
always wanted to be captured.
My friend fucking quotes that scene all the time. Apparently, she says
she's in Flower, a great film.
She rewatches that scene all the time. She loves it so much.
It's I think one of my favourite little bits that is from characters who aren't any further in it. So like there's one with us that I love that isn't a shippy moment. That is, you're the police commissioner, and it's the evil Make-A-Wish kid, and there's just so many fun little games with the maps, and with like, I'm giving you one shot, and all of these fun bits. But that is just two characters who are just in like 4 or 5 minutes, and we're like, we can go really over the top here. Ship those guys. I also actually both of my big ships are that one and the aubergine one. I just quite like sort of being like no, I do love you.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And if you don't love me, all right, but just say it.
The one ship I would have loved to have seen more of, and would have liked to have been a long form, but it was a flurry scene, so we knew we had to keep it quite short, was the bisexual vampire hunter. Where it was AJ's sort of jock
Thirsty
vampire had sort of taken me back to his lair, and then his vampire girlfriend sort of came in. And that sort of love triangle tension in that, it did end with a death.
I mean, you killed.
I did. I know. I know because I knew it was a short thing, but I would have loved to have seen more of that. I think that was a very exciting sort of love triangle.
That's a good one.
That could be a YA novel.
Yeah, that's nice.
Any ships? You
Um,
got 20 seconds.
I liked us in there who wore a sweater.
Yeah. That was a lovely,
Club.
very nice. And that showed that relationships can have struggles, both with intimacy and mental health and all that sort of things. But you work through them, and you don't become disloyal. Especially when a sexy German walks in, you go home and you make it work.
So many orifices.
That's it. Oh yeah.
Next question. Next one's a fun one. Is who would survive? I'm sorry, that last question was from Emu, by the way. Thank you, Emu.
Thank you, Emu.
This next question is from Diana. Who would survive a zombie apocalypse and how? I mean, my plan is just go to an island.
Is it characters or is it us?
I think just us.
Okay.
I want to go to a small island.
Flat out, it's not going to be Sam, because Sam is going to sacrifice himself at some point for another person.
I would sacrifice myself. I might not choose to.
That's not sacrificing yourself then. That's just failing to escape.
Oopsie!
Dying.
I think AJ is, like, hardcore out for himself. He's going to survive longest.
Yeah. No, he's hardcore for out for himself. Sam would have sacrificed himself.
I've been working out for something. This is my moment.
Sam woke now, but he's got like a whole family set up. He's not gonna sacrifice himself. So he'll be like, Tom, I'm sorry, mate, but I've got.
Yeah.
He'll
drag you in. That's why you're sacrificed.
Yeah. He'll sacrifice me for.
I'm going to say that me and my family have had a 3-hour conversation about what we do. Mm-hmm. So I have a strange living setup. I basically live in a mansion block, and my parents actually live in the mansion block next door. And we have a communal garden that's shared by these two mansion blocks. There's a train line behind us, and then there's a driveway. And so we have actually figured out what we do. It's like we can transfer the garden into vegetables and stuff. There's already quite a few vegetable patches growing in there, so that's our food source.
So you're still refusing to leave the area you were born?
I'm not leaving my home.
He's been living there.
And An Englishman's home is his castle, damn it.
The men run out to Tesco to go and do a big old run and grab all the food.
Straight back to patriarchal roles.
Yeah. I mean, it depends how graphic you want to get with this, because that does come into it. Because there's one continuous food source, which let's not.
It's milk.
It's milk.
It's
milk. You milk the women.
But they need to eat to produce.
That's why the men go to the Tesco's, because if they die,
so you think Tesco's is still?
No, at the beginning to get the seeds for the garden.
They don't sell seeds.
They do sell seeds.
Go to home
What
base
do you
or
think is an
apple? Apples do contain seeds, Tommy.
Well then that's your whole diet sorted. My mistake.
The rest comes from the milk.
The milk.
But then we got
just grow the food. Why do you need the
can't
milk?
grow milk?
Why are you so intent on drinking your wife's
And his mothers and sisters. Come on.
Don't be weird about it. Don't make it a sexual thing. This is about nutrition. So I think I'd survive because I've thought about it.
Wow.
I think I'd choose not. Like Sam Webb and being. I'm sacrificing myself.
I'd rather die.
I'm good.
No, I gotta survive.
Okay, So you're out for yourself?
I want to keep my plan to myself.
Oh, you bitch. You little bitch.
It depends whether the zombie apocalypse
You can
is...
see the blue ticks on AJ's phone. Like, AJ, please help me. AJ has seen this.
Unfortunately, I'm probably in the first 5 minutes of the film when the first zombie breaks out on a plane.
Yeah.
And that's me flying to
That-
the gig. The plane crashes. And,
Yeah.
But that sets the
I
tone.
see Tom as that's also in a similar place, when it first starts. But I see you as like the dad.
Yeah.
And it's just like, honey, I think there's something going on at the end of the road. And then it starts off with Tom and he comes out and
I'm gonna go help.
and he walks by and he goes, is anyone there? And then that's when there's
I think the zombie's close by, but Tom is on his laptop desperately trying to finish an admin task and refuses to run away from the zombie
give me a
before he
second.
sends the email.
Just give me. I always do that. I'm known.
Send.
Give me a second. AJ has nailed his impression.
All right, how many have we
That's
done?
Great.
We've got we're doing 10, aren't we?
We've I can count to 10. So the next one is also from Rebecca. This one's intense. So, would you ever do reviews or reaction videos to your plays and give us your thoughts and general improv tips on what you were thinking or how things could have worked differently? Long John's strike is quite divisive in the fandom, so we'd like to hear your opinions or reactions to it, as well as plays like Meringue Haberdashery and Dark Moons of Slough, etc. What Rebecca has very politely done there is said, would you ever do reaction videos to your not very good early content? So what we used to initially is we uploaded every long form we did, and also we hadn't done improv really for
A year.
a year or so,
yeah,
and
we were at
more
Paris.
like 2 years if you don't include the live streams, because we did live streams during COVID. So it was kind of, we're doing our first ones in forever, we're uploading every single one, whereas now we upload probably 2/3 of them. Tech difficulties and where we're like, that one wasn't good enough, blah, blah, blah. So there wasn't that quality control for the first few we put up. So it might be interesting to look back and be like, but the thing is, you can at specific points go, you fucked up there, which isn't always nice. And there are points where I certainly have.
I mean, that one was just confused when we were doing it. Like, was it strikes as in like, or was it strikes as in like, we won't work? And I felt like going through that, we had different ideas about
There's a lot of fun bits in it, but yeah.
what the strike was.
I think the Dark Moons of Slough, and there's another one, but basically Dark Moons of Slough I'm not in. I watched it and was like, they're missing me. And then I went straight on to the next one that I am, and I'm like, no they were not. Oh dear.
I very rarely watch them back more than once. So
Yes.
I think I've watched all of them back. I watched all of them once.
I haven't watched all of them.
And then there's a few favourites that I go back and rewatch. I mean, I think it might be fun at one point to do a version of this where we just go through an old episode. But it might also be very painful because yes, we were still figuring out how all the tech and all the
We were
recording
filming
stuff.
on an iPhone.
Filming on an iPhone for those things. But yeah, it might be a nice thing to revisit once we've got the building.
The building.
I'm not letting the building go. Also, if we get the building, the zombie apocalypse plan changes because we can make a lot of defences for that building.
We could get
we could be ready.
Get, so many women to donate breast milk.
I'm just going to say.
Excuse me, he's chosen his 3 women.
Point of information: this whole thing was my mum's idea. My mum was the one who brought up the best milk
I
idea,
can see that, yeah.
and she argued it very logically. And I went, "Yeah, I think we might." Yeah.
I think I would have
Well,
to say.
Again, I'm going back to the source.
But what are they drinking? They can't just drink each other's.
That's what I mean. This is
a-
very we only care about the men
the
consuming.
vegetable for the food. That's why the men go out to get
No,
some
but
food.
if
Also,
your mum...
I don't think you have to be pregnant to get
Yeah, that's true.
to
You have to
lactate.
be
Yeah,
pregnant.
I know.
I don't know.
I don't think your mum is pregnant.
I
It's not
stopped going
offensive.
through this 3-hour Holmes plan pretty quickly because if the idea was survival, the Holmeses are willing to live.
I've literally just gone to a small island. I'm like, go fishing.
But everyone
You
would
can
go
get
to
a
small
water
island.
purifier so you can drink seawater.
What's the next question?
Well, we have a few questions left, but
Did we finish
But-
that one?
yeah, we finished that.
What
one.
was the
I think-
question?
Well, it was. Would
you
you ever
rewatch?
go back and rewatch and comment on
Maybe.
your old long forms? And
That'd be a cool idea. Yeah.
Okay, we might take bits of long forms rather than watching a whole one, because you don't just want to go over like, we know that one's a rough one. But I think now might be the time for us to join a show already in progress with Andre Bitout.
Yeah. So, what's going on in the show again? What is it?
Says Andre Bitout. So basically, you guys have commissioned us to get a few characters back
Yeah.
who have been on it before. So Andre is currently hosting a TV show which runs for 20 hours a day in his homeland.
Wow.
And he just remains on air. So we're going to jump in with a show already in progress. And the opening thing is, Sam's got it already on his phone, is going to be...
Andre's Late Night Looseness, a late night show hosted by Andre Betrut.
Andre
list of
Betrut.
guests.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, and these 3 guests are returning Shoot from the Hip characters who are going to jump in here. So thank you guys so much for commissioning these characters coming back. We will see how these do. Sam is already taking on the role of one of his. And Andre is just going to interview them like it's a late night show, ask them a few questions how they've been, and when he feels that we are done, in a few minutes, he's going to thank the audience and see them on the next segment.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Andre's Late Night Looseness with me, Andre Betrut. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out to watch the show. It's fun to watch the shows. We have some crazy fun guests here that you may or may not recognize. We've got Derry Ivan.
It's D.I.
D.I.
D.I. Detective Inspector Derry Ivan Mannering.
From Long John Strike. How are you today, D.I. from Long John Strike?
Good, just making sure everything's in order.
Whoa! Things are in order. That's great. Now we also have Jimmy, or as we call him, Stimmy Jimmy, from Toby's A Secret Packer. Hi! Now, but famously, you struck...
Why are you wearing a police badge?
I'm also police. Hi.
Don't tell me you're in a fucking police force.
They let me in, but I tried to leave and I didn't know how. Couldn't find the door.
Is it true you struggle with doors?
I do. I do.
Oh, that's... How did you get here today?
I used the window. And I came in through the window because it was open, and then they shut it because they said it'd be too warm. I'm not meant to be in this bit, but...
Oh, you're not meant to be in this bit?
No, I am.
Oh.
I'm pretending.
Oh.
Well, I'm acting right now.
You're acting right now?
Yeah.
Don't act, just be yourself.
Okay.
Acting?
No.
You're saying you're not who you say you
I'm
are.
a policeman, but they didn't want to give me my badge.
Hey guys, don't argue on the show on the couch. Who we have next is Boy Witch from Moist and Magical. How are you, Boy Witch?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
And how is things being the first male witch?
It's alright, it's okay being the first Boy Witch. I had a really good time doing it. It's quite a lot of pressure.
Pressure.
That's right.
Pressure's weighing you down.
It's weighing me down.
It's weighing you what?
It's weighing me down.
It's weighing you down.
I got to learn all this like different spells and stuff, and after I killed the Witchfinder General, you know, everyone's been looking to me going, oh my god, the first Boy Witch for a century. And now here I am, on TV.
You killed a member of the constabulary.
Oh, we're going to have to take you in.
Whoa!
That's a confession.
Hey, come on now. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Yes, you want to use your magical powers now, eh?
So as you can see, my powers have only got stronger and stronger.
It's so good to have powers creating, getting better on a regular basis. Like when you train for something. He'll be okay. He'll be fine. Also, how is it adjusting to the fact that some of your closest family members have died?
Oh, that's intense. It's an intense question.
Yeah, I understand that's quite an intense question. I mean, it's quite sad that so many witches have died, and of course we want to make sure that people accept witches, no matter what gender they are. And I'm fighting for all those people who have been persecuted before me, and I want to make people know that magic is your friend.
Magic is a friend.
Yeah, okay.
Magic is your friend.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh boy.
Now,
What's your name?
Oh, my name Jasper.
Jasper.
Jasper. Cool.
Don't make. I've got a speech impediment.
Oh no,
sorry, I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
mean to make
We
fun
were.
of
I was
you.
quite nervous. I'm a little boy on TV.
I didn't know.
You just bought up my dead family.
I thought you
Whoa.
Oh, I bought him back instead.
Fucking hell, what was that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you broke Andre Betrut. He's got 2 more sections to do.
What?
Hey! What the fuck happened?
Don't
Where
worry
did I
about
go?
it.
What do you do? What are you fucking doing to me?
Oh, I just you went to commercial.
I went to I love commercials. Oh, so Great.
Andre, can I ask a question of you? Have you hosted a TV show before?
That was my first time.
Don't slam the table.
So, listen. Do I go into a new show now, or do I stay
No,
with
you
this
just
show?
stop when you want to stop. It's your show.
I don't want to
We'll come
stop.
back to the show later.
But I don't want to
You
stop.
can go
I've
straight
got
into a
places to
second
be,
one.
criminals to catch. I think you want to wrap this one
Oh,
up.
okay. I've got one more question.
All right.
You're from Long John Strike, correct?
Yep, Long John Strike, South London.
Now, I've heard that this is a divisive show. Why do you think that people think it's bad?
Because the good guys didn't win in the end.
Yeah.
I think. I haven't watched it in a while, to be honest. I think we lose.
What? Yeah. Does any of your characters know or have a comment about Long John Strike?
I think it's actually got quite an interesting narrative, and I think it talks a lot about your position of authority with both its responsibility and power within a community. And I think that my one as well also has that same theme. And I think what we're seeing within the Shoot from the Hip oeuvre is like looking at these same complicated themes, but as we grow, so does our understanding of these ideas. Woo 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 woo.
You've done it again.
Woo woo woo.
Free exclamation on the. We're selling free exclamation. Have you ever wanted to have an free exclamation marks that you don't have to pay for? Well, now you can. Great. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey!
Oh, that's fun.
Lovely.
That's a new format. Never tried it before.
Yeah.
Boom.
Shoot from the Hip cinematic universe. Right there.
Oh, when are we going to open portals and have all the characters pour in?
I was just going to tell you, we have a family group chat, and Jay has messaged saying, I need everybody to know that Sam really said milk the women for free on the internet just now in regards to the zombie apocalypse question, and my mum responded, that is hilarious.
Nice.
Milk the women.
We have the first goal that we achieved. Thanks for that.
Sam?
Yes, this is the Try Not to Laugh challenge, which we did a long time ago.
Brilliant.
We're going to try and do one again. I believe we're all going to try and situate ourselves here.
Oh, yeah?
Behind these cameras so we can get all four in shot.
Oh, sweet.
I'm stuck.
Oh, no.
I'm stuck.
Andre, bit dirt.
Okay.
Do you know my favourite thing Andre has ever said?
What?
European bobsled!
So let's make all short four. We can get into this camera.
All short four.
All short four.
Let's make all short four.
So we did this a long time ago when we were trying out new stuff online. So basically we're all going to look into camera. We've all got to try and see if we can make each other laugh. The rule is whoever laughs has to leave the shot. And we're going to see who... Tommy's usually the best at this. If you can pull that mic slightly closer to us. Okay, ready? Anyone can go first. I'm already going. Try Not to Laugh Challenge 2024. Year of our Lord. Jesus Christ. Superstar.
Bambi started a famine in Kuwait.
Tom, can you take a shower with me later?
Milk the women.
It's you laughing making me laugh.
Milk the women.
Balloon knot. Tie it good.
Milk them.
Did you know that when a man orgasms, his sphincter undulates in one of 3 set patterns?
And that's how they came up with the phone vibration settings.
Classic. Classic.
Classical FM.
Gosh, I'm rather hot. I wish I had a big glop of tea. That's right, I said glop.
I think we should go along the Mason-Dixie line.
Go along your dick's line.
Milk the women.
Skimmed. Or oat.
Shock!
Shank.
You just burst my eardrum.
That was the original Parcel Tongue. Yeah. Yeah. There's a child being killed outside. Did you hear them scream?
Why are you looking at me?
Sorry, I will stop looking at you. I feel like we may be at a stalemate. Woo! I've got way better at that since before. What got you in the end?
Is it me?
Mad little breeze.
Well done, Sam. Well done, Sam.
Oh.
Well done, Sam.
Beautiful work.
Bit through it.
Warm.
Andre. Bit through it. Sorry, I just want to keep saying it all day.
Ooh la la. That is our first challenge.
First challenge
Beautifully
done.
done.
Thank you so much for all the support.
How's everyone doing? We're well.
All good.
Yeah.
We're like an hour in. We're like an hour in.
How many more hours do we have?
I don't know.
Okay.
We're like an
We have a
hour.
show tonight, by the
Yeah.
way.
We do.
Right. Should we do some more questions?
Oh, straight into more questions. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's. Well, that's nice. Okay, more questions, guys. Here we go. I was going to ask them how they were, but
We did that one, didn't we?
Well,
We
maybe
forgot
it's
to ask
changed.
AJ for a while.
Yeah,
And he got really upset
but we
about
still,
it.
we only mockingly asked them. So back into your formal questions instead. So, mystery. This may be the same mystery who massively funded.
Oh my god.
our
Okay,
headlines.
we're going to
Thank
answer
you,
this
Mystery.
question good.
Answer it real good, you bitches. Mystery says, if you each could have a superpower, what would you choose? A classic question. Playground question. I love it. Superpower.
Tactile telekinesis.
Then you can feel and move stuff from a distance.
No, it's so basically so you can.
Feel someone's brain.
That's telepathy.
I feel someone's brain.
Tactile telekinesis basically means that you can use your mind to sort of augment yourself physically. So you can do everything that Superman could do, but it's just getting it all with one power. Because you could make like a telekinetic force field over you, so you could be durable. You could fly through the air, but you'd be fine because you have this force field around. You can lift things up because you're actually lifting up with your mind, but it's only through touching. Because I think everything else, if you just pick telekinesis, that's just kind of like moving other things, but moving yourself, your body, with the
Right.
power of your mind. That's my boring answer.
Shit, that's pretty good though.
I know it's not a superpower, but if I could just like choose, I would just like to be a Jedi.
I mean, just equivalent of the powers of the Force.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever allows you to duplicate Force powers,
Yeah.
but also you need the lightsaber. What color lightsaber are you choosing?
Oh, that's a really good question.
I played a game where you had silver ones, which I don't think is canon, but silver. Luke's excited. His flight got delayed by 4 hours, so
Luke, would you
he
pick
got
flight?
here at
So
5 a.m.
yeah. I was about to say flight.
Well, teleportation, I think, is much better than flight.
Yeah.
You just keep doing it through the air, so you look like you're flying, but in like a bad frame rate.
It's good, but you don't. Yeah, you don't get the sensation of flying with teleportation. You just
Or
suddenly there.
you,
be
no,
there
you do it like
yeah,
a
we don't
plane.
get this fun
Like
sensation.
you just up and get the angle right, and then you just soar down, and then you teleport back up, and you soar down some more. You're a glider.
That's falling with style.
That's the best kind of
Through
flying.
teleportation.
Yeah.
And you have to be
But
real
can you
careful
take-
when you land, because you need to, before you hit the ground, you need
Yeah.
to turn yourself upside down, so you
Yeah.
sort of fall up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you have to get the
And then-
inertia
Be
right.
very aware. Can you
Bounce
take a
on
friend
it.
with you doing that? I don't know.
I don't think any of our math skills are good enough to like calculate the trajectory needed to teleport
Once
and
again,
fly.
art students.
As I said, flying.
Flying? What, wings? Or like Superman
No, just
flying?
do it. Just do
Superman.
it.
Superman
I
flying?
could just do it.
Okay.
I should do it.
Let's fly.
So, you've taken some damn good ones. I think I might have to go with time travel.
Oh
Which-
no, it's
which I
so
feel-
dangerous.
It's horrible. Like, I don't think I'd enjoy it at
Then
all.
why would you go with it?
I can do some real good.
But you don't know what the implications of your time travel will be.
Well, then I'll just time travel again.
I like you've taken the most stressful organisation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, not pressured to at all.
Yeah,
Like there are many other powers you
Yeah,
can
you
choose.
you
I
have
can do a lot of
responsibility for the entirety of the time stream with
Yeah.
yours, whereas ours are like, oh, we can basically be like Superman. I'll be a Jedi. I just want to fly. You know, I would like to be responsible for time.
Yeah, but I could save the world.
But also, that means your morality is what
Yeah.
is in deciding how human fate
Yeah,
goes.
but I think mine is better than that of the people who have conquered the world on repeat.
Yours is absolute power, which corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, it won't though. I'm pretty
Has
good.
anyone ever said that before?
Pretty nice. I'm going to go back and make sure someone has, so you don't get this moment.
Oh God, it's happened.
Yeah,
Good question,
I think I'd
yeah.
rewrite some stuff. Very good question. Okay, going on to Theo's question. For those who watch Doctor Who, cough Tom, what is your favourite episode? Sam also has watched a lot of Doctor Who. I think you've fallen off for train.
I have fallen off the train slightly.
You're a busy guy.
I'll go first because mine probably will be like those two have not watched it, so I'll just try and think of mine. I think I really liked the 50th anniversary special.
Oh, very good pick.
Which had David Tennant and Matt Smith, who were probably my two favourite Doctors, and had the eyes of Peter Capaldi for just a split second, which was a very fun tease.
He hadn't been in it yet, so it was a fun
and
one.
there was Tom Baker in there as well. Betty Piper came back. I think that was a very nice celebration of what the show was, and I watched it with you. And we watched it together. We both really enjoyed it, and that was my peak of enjoying Doctor Who. So that's a good memory.
It wasn't too up itself about it. It was a lot of fun and silly.
AJ, what's your favourite one?
Well, for me, it fell off around season 3.
The annoying thing is, there's more than one season 3, so I already know that you don't know.
Season 3.
Who
The original season 3, back in
The original season 3.
in the 60s.
Yeah.
When Doctor Who came back, and
He's not called Doctor Who.
He's not called Doctor Who.
He's not called Doctor Who.
What's it called?
The Doctor.
The Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But who?
the
Just
Doctor.
the
is.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doctor Who.
the Doctor.
It's called The Doctor.
Yeah.
Show's called Doctor Who.
Who is?
The Doctor. You
Why
actually
is it
do.
called Doctor Who then?
No, it's not. It's called the Doctor.
Because
Just told me.
in the very first episode,
Why isn't Breaking Bad called Walter White?
Because I thought
In
his
the
name was Doctor Who.
in the first episode, there's a
He's
bit,
always asked every
there's a
episode.
bit where it happens quite a lot of someone who's about to be a companion on his journey. It goes, who are you? The Doctor, and then effectively walks off. This isn't quite how it goes. The Doctor Who? Dr. Johnson? Dr.
And then he turns and winks
no,
at
no.
the camera.
Just for Doctor. And so lots of people do go, that's not a name, Doctor Who.
That happens every episode.
No,
Not every
it happens like one in every 5 or 6.
So when it stopped happening after season 3, that's when it fell off.
Yeah, for me. I needed that every episode.
Yeah, every episode, just to make it clear.
Why the show is called
yeah.
Doctor Who.
Great. Because until then, you were locked in.
I was so locked in.
50th anniversary.
No. I really like that one. There's a Christmas episode based on the Christmas Carol. And Christmas Carol is probably my favourite story archetype, which you can tell from so many other things doing their version of a Christmas Carol how great it is. And yeah, the Doctor Who version of that, there's a lovely twist on the Ghost of Future Ghost of Christmas Future, thank you. Who is, because obviously they've done the classic thing of, we've shown you your past and your present, and then the sort of Scrooge character's like, oh, you're going to show me my future and I'm dead and I'm lying. Oh, I'm not showing you your future, I'm showing your child self you, and that's the horror.
It was pretty good
For him.
There's also flying sharks in it.
There are some. You got to have some silliness. See, I actively avoided that because I knew we'd lose them. But there's
Dr. Sharknado.
there's really good emotional stuff in it. Damn you!
Yeah.
It's a really campy, silly show, but
Sounds good.
there's a lot of good in there too. We'll never sell these guys, and that's fine.
Sounds good. Yeah.
That's fine. AJ's been so unconvincingly respectful.
like a good show.
Right, next question. I'm not even sure I really liked Flower. You know, it was fine. It was fine, wasn't it? It wasn't great.
I have to admit, you lost me at the flying shark.
I didn't say that.
No, I mean, the whole thing lost me at the flying shark. When I was watching it in season 3, and they stopped doing the Doctor Who bit, I was like,
Next question. So, Noah has said.
Hello, Noah.
You're going to be put on blast here. Sam, did you ever read the Percy Jackson books as a kid? Because that rap on it kind of slayed.
I don't think I did read them as a kid. I actually listened to them as an audiobook a few years ago.
When you were an audiobook.
I don't even get that.
I mean, it sort of made it. It wasn't good, but he's in a silly mood now.
No, I listened to them as an audiobook, which is how I get most of my. That's how I read most of my books. My sight reading is very bad because of my. I've got a slightly weird thing of the visual part of my brain, so I listen to everything. And when I was writing Evergreen and stuff, I went back to a lot of very popular YA novels and stuff like that, and read them through as well about mythology.
Just copy them out.
But the reason my Percy Jackson rap was probably quite good is because I have always been a massive fan of Greek and Roman mythology, and so was my grandfather. And he took me to Greece and Pompeii and all this sort of stuff, and went around and read all the myths and stuff like that. If you were growing up a big fan of the Percy Jackson books, I highly recommend reading Stephen Fry's series of 3 books, which go from the very beginning of the ancient creation of the ancient Greek world to the end of the Trojan War. And there's a really lovely bit in the middle book where Hercules has to fight a series of flying sharks.
That's where you lost interest.
That's where I lost interest. That's a very good question. So yeah, I'm a big fan of all Greco-Roman mythology.
Ooh, good use of Greco-Roman.
Thank you
Very nice. Once again from Mystery, so everyone lock in.
Lock in.
Mystery, which character would you pick to play that one of the other 3 had created? That's a great question.
I mean, Andre Petruccius, obviously.
Oh, do we all want to be Andre? Don't be do it.
What else?
Is there anyone else?
I wouldn't mind doing a role swap where Luke is Scottish Batman and I get to be Scottish Robin. And I think I would enjoy playing Scottish Robin so much just because of how much it annoyed AJ.
Scottish Robin.
Really hate that character.
Some characters really annoy me. I don't know how else to say it. They're just annoying. You know, it's like, what are you doing? You know, why have you chosen this character?
I very much
This isn't who I would cast in my story.
I liked Tom's old man Sherlock Holmes as well. That would be quite fun to play.
That was a great role.
That was really fun, actually. I forgot.
That was a great role. I have a question for you guys.
Nice.
What has there been?
Have you paid for a super chat?
Yeah, sorry, man.
Super chat. What has been like the most invested you've been in a character in a story? Where you felt.
I remember one time back at Top Secret before we were filming, I said something along the lines of like to you, like both of us, or not at all. Like I'm not leaving you behind.
Yeah.
And you kind of gone like, no, I'm bad now. I'm a bad guy. So I won't leave you. And afterwards, we both were like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really felt it. So I was very invested in that. There've been a few others. I try, like, those are ones where I'm having a good time when I'm like, I really care about this.
when you're
I'm not thinking about the other
invested,
performer. There's one we've got coming out from a Clapham Grand. I remember being very invested in the end of that story.
Oh shit! Yeah. With the little bike, yeah.
Yeah, and and the Christmas Tree Bandits coming out at Christmas, and a few others. But yeah, like for me, if it's going well, then I'm hopefully forgetting about the improv and the story.
Locked in.
When the Christmas Tree Bandits come out, there's another classic Tom and Luke duo.
Oh yeah. Oh, and the costumes. We had costumes for that one. That's gonna be good.
It wasn't an on-stage show, but I think the Bit of Sweethearts storyline, just because we were with those characters for so much longer than we've ever been with any other characters, the D&D stream that we did on the Patreon, which you can go back and rewatch here. We did 2 episodes of that. Each one was about 3 hours long. And the first one where you betrayed us, I genuinely felt that. That was like, oh my
rage.
god!
He was angry when the cameras went
and then the relationship with the little girl and you know, building all that, and then the wish at the end going wrong, and sort of everyone forgetting who they were. I was very invested in.
I love that you were trying to coach Luke on the phrasing, and Luke was like,
It's like, I don't know the exact
I
phrasing.
didn't hear what you said, but this.
Yeah, I think I was very, very invested in that.
Great.
And by the way, some of the fantastic artwork that's come out of that story, which still is being made, even though that's
There's a little animation.
that story
we saw
ended
the other day.
3 months ago. It's still really nice to see, and I'm very invested in that one.
Yeah, I was quite invested in the end of that when I figured out that I could just walk up the back of the podium. All 3 of you like frozen in whatever.
I felt really invested in the. Is one of these lovely things you only get in D&D, because if there's something you want to happen in a story in a long form, you just make it happen. Whereas in D&D, you're like, I can try, but it's a genuine risk. So where I cast Wall of Water to stop this boulder that was about to crush AJ, who had betrayed us recently, so it was like, do we bother trying to save this traitor? Cast it. It failed. Then Sam did the wand of change to re-roll that moment, and I got a nat 20.
Nat 20, yeah.
My first nat 20 of the campaign. I managed to just save him. So just the mix of the rules, the storytelling, the teamwork between the 3 of us to make it happen. Luke was also there.
Luke was sneaking around the back.
I was the one who got the thing at the end.
Yeah, you're great. I'm
No, that was the wonder change. Was a great moment.
That was a beautiful combination of 3 or 4 different factors all in one place, as well as some it's nice to be like, oh, problem solving. So next question. You're right. Oh, we've only got so much time.
Luke's bored.
No, we've got a lot to do.
Yes, we have.
We've got a lot to do.
So We've only got 2 super chat questions left. So
Super chat.
super chat. We will take a couple more just from a general chat in a bit.
General chat.
So, for all of you, top 3 favourite characters you've played so far. That's a tough one. So maybe think about that for a little bit. That's from Vanessa. We'll do the other question and come back to your answers. And for those, no discussion, just bam, bam, bam. And then Atusa has asked, Tom, are you still the one who makes the thumbnails for the YouTube videos? And the answer is yes. Yes, I am. It's me who does it. Sometimes Luke does one. Shut up. So sometimes Luke does some of them as well. AJ will also do some every so often. He'll, if he's putting out something suddenly.
I am I'm very badly artistic. Very badly artistic.
I'm very
bad at English word lang too. But I can't draw symmetrically. So I can do a really nice half.
There's no drawing. You don't draw.
No, but like for example, when I tried to make some posters, and I'd always think that looks perfect, and someone would go, "Those letters aren't in a line together.
Yeah.
That's too big. That's not even between those 2 lines." And I'm just like, I have no idea what you're saying. I can't see anything wrong with that.
I have found it easier as I go, and I actually feel like I've learned quite a bit. So I found it easier over time. I think we found our visual language. So it used to be I would spend all day trying to make 1. Yeah. And now we'll make 3 for everything we put out, because YouTube lets you put out 3 and it'll pick the best one, and I can do 3 of them in a quarter of the time I used to do 1.
Nice,
so
yeah.
it's one of the more creative admin-y tasks. So yeah. So
I'm getting a bit faster with the genre coming out.
So Luke started doing some of the game ones,
yeah,
and I do the long form ones and some of the game ones. So yes,
Ashen, Evil Make-A-Wish Kid, and I think it would be I had it in my head. Oh god, it's gone. Bubba and Jeremiah, those 2 characters from the Cube.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Donnie from the Christmas Tree Bandits.
Yeah.
To be seen soon.
To be seen. You do one.
It's not like my favourite ever. I can't think of my favourite one, but I can think of more recent ones that I enjoyed. I enjoyed being the clown, the guy who couldn't put up the microphone in the recent one.
That was great fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
That was really good.
I really enjoyed that.
I know what it is. Another one that's it's coming out for the Patreons, but in the pilot one, I play.
Yeah. That's going out for everyone.
Oh, going out for everyone. Nice.
Yeah. I think you might see it sooner.
Yeah.
So the 5 shows that we are releasing just for you guys, we'll be putting the first one of those out in about a week now. Very excited about that. One of them includes the
blind
pilot's
dad.
final flight.
Yeah, the pilot's final flight. I play like a blind dad.
Oh yeah.
Very angry with the sun. It's really funny.
Yes.
And another one. I'd say.
We've all got
Old Lady Marjorie, I forgot.
Oh, Old Lady Marjorie.
Old Lady Marjorie, I would probably replace as Bubba and Jeremiah, just because it was really fun to play that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the dad in the what's it called? The football one. The house burns down.
Neighbour under the stairs.
Neighbour under the bed. Maybe the dad did that. The mum and.
By the way, it's really hard,
to remember.
Because I think a lot of the fans come up to us and I don't really remember them. Like the moment I've done them, unless something really sticks out, or if I have, before I go back and rewatch them, I just do not remember. Yeah. So when people go like, when and this happened, I'm like,
did it?
I don't know.
You go into a fugue state.
Yeah, I'm just like. Also, someone made a good point this recently that like, when you try and explain an improv scene to someone, I think it was Amy who said this. It's like it's like explaining a dream to someone. Yeah. And so it's completely just like I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And that worked because the way he was standing, but he was like sort of popping his hip whilst there was there was a rhythm.
You want to say to someone, oh, we had this great scene where da 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 da, and like you can immediately just like eyes glaze over because you're just like I can't.
Yeah. I could for me I could name like 100 characters. Like I'm thinking of moments like the bit where we the Iron Man moment from one of the Fringe shows with the being the I think as a Northern Smith who was
that was good.
I was at the bakery one.
Yeah,
we were like the old school way of making
the baked
slapjacks and stuff.
Yeah. So there's stuff like everyone loves Xavier, which is nice.
Yeah, I thought Locomotion was one of the scariest villains that we've ever had from the last show in Manchester.
I like being Locomotion.
When we streamed the evil train man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was really scary.
Yeah, that was
Thank
good.
you. So I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed being the some like lower key ones, like the cop in Make-A-Wish Kid, and the Sherlock Holmes was great fun. Being old man Sherlock Holmes to be like, I'm smart, but I'm also dissolving.
Have you ever played like the main villain?
Yeah.
Oh, but
loads of
Caesar and Juliet, he's the villain. I was going to say the Caesar and Juliet stuff was really fun.
That's really good.
Oh, and actually, just for like an archetype, I do really enjoy playing the. Oh, we did a Pinocchio long form. I had a great time being Pinocchio up at the Fringe, and the just being the posh British man, which I did in the Bells of.
Yeah, of course. Bells of Notre Dame.
Bells of Notre Dame, the Witchfinder, and there's a third one which didn't perform them in a row, but we were about to release them in a row. And I was like, oh, we can't. It's
I don't know how you remember all these. You're
It makes all the fun
by
now.
bit. Yeah.
Well, I watch all of them
Yeah.
start to finish, and I still don't remember. Right, let's do another next one.
Is that all the questions?
Well, that is actually all of the super chat questions. So
Super chat.
super chat.
Super chat.
So I think we check back in with Andre B. True, and then we'll take a few questions from people now as well. Before
Yes.
We also have a couple more challenges to do.
So, and we've got a couple more challenges. We will likely overrun a little bit, guys. So
Okay.
I hope that's okay. If you can't watch now, don't worry, you'll be able to watch back.
I hope that's okay
later.
if you get more Shoot from the Hip content.
Oopsie.
Okay,
Sure,
guys,
Brad.
welcome to Beetroot Decides. In Beetroot Decides, we have 3 characters here who are going to be running for office, right? That's right. They're going to be running for president of the world. First we have a really good friend of mine. The two of us have done some fucking in our time. It's Xavier from Oh My God, Is This a Joke?
Oui, Xavier is here. Did you have a question?
No, I don't. I'm just introducing you. Okay! Next we have Titch from the Unrelenting Aubergine.
Hello, very happy to be here today.
Oh, yes. And then finally, we have an all-time classic. Here to defend us from injustice, it's Scottish Batman.
I'm fucking Batman.
Fucking Batman, yes. Okay, so I would like you each now, you have exactly 30 seconds. I'm going to put it on the clock. Come on, clock. Hey, okay, there it is. And so, you're gonna do it. You got 30 seconds. You have to convince the people, the populace, the people, why you should be the king of the world. Okay, and go. You.
Bonjour, I am Xavier. You may remember me from, well, if you have ever seen me before, you remember me. And to be honest, you may not want me to be the king of your world. But
15.
I will be. Whether you like it or not. I'm already the king of your world. You'll never be able to stop thinking about me. Every hour, every minute, every second of your life, I'll be in here. And I'll be in here. Xavier.
Wow, that was so good. That was really good. Very, you seduced, I think, everybody at home.
I can feel my aubergines growing already.
Oh!
You are beautiful. Are you in a relationship?
I'm afraid I am, actually.
Would you like to be in a second one?
Well, you'd have to ask Derek about that.
Yeah.
But I think actually...
Okay, we'll have next. Let's go straight to the Scottish Batman.
Ready?
Go.
Hey, I'm Scottish Batman. I should definitely be king of the world because I have kept Glasgow safe for the last 25 years with my child sidekick Robin, Scottish Robin. We have taken down some incredible, horrible people like the Lafayettes. We stopped them doing what they...
We take down the Lafayettes. We did that. Oh, not that character.
So,
I love it. You do.
also, if you look at the popularity of Scottish Batman and Robin, we featured in a lot of the fan art, and I think that's who they'd like to see rule not just Glasgow, not just Gotham, but the world. Justice, vengeance, Scotland.
Hey, fucking give us the real. Oh, now that's your time. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Scottish Batman. And finally, let's hear from the one and only Titch.
Right, well, as we all know, climate change is a great big catastrophe. It's about to befall us all. The tech overlords aren't going to save us, and vigilante freaks aren't going to do nothing for us, and we can't fuck our way out of the problem, can we? Even if we are French.
You could try.
Well, I will hold you to that after this interview.
You hold me after.
Scottish Batman is uncomfortable.
Right. Anyway, as I'm saying, we're going to grow our way out of the oncoming crisis. And I'm a wonderful farmer. Jesus Christ, look at the size of those hands.
I know, they're
Huge
Nazi
hands, good for parties.
Good for pulling out vegetables out of the ground. I'd have a place for you.
I'm a Nazi.
Okay, good. So now moving on to the
I don't think you
great
could gloss over that.
debate. The great debate. We are going.
He said he was a Nazi.
He can be whatever he wants to be. You know, I don't judge.
French Nazi, so...
So let's get down to the brass tacks. There are some big issues in our community, so we're going to go straight in to the important ones. First of all, thoughts on abortion.
Scottish
And
Batman.
that's all we have time for!
Scottish Batman.
Scottish Batman's gone.
Scottish Batman
He's gone.
believes in a woman's right
He's
to
gone.
choose.
Oh, okay.
I believe in a woman's right to choose.
That's good. AJ's just dropping a bomb. Boom!
We were getting too comfortable.
Now
Andrew
Andrew
I don't know if you heard that.
on the Middle East.
AJ just said we were getting too comfortable. It's fun, light-hearted
I'm a
podcast.
bit fan of how Andre Batrud really intense. really, like,
Recreate your
contentious topics.
that is the first Shoot from the Hip TV show. It's Andrew Beechwood, but like a Borat character, just going on the most dark, complicated topics of human history. Oh no!
All right, what's next on this podcast?
Woo! I mean, that was...
That happened.
A challenge.
Yeah,
Let's all.
the tortilla challenge.
Yes.
All right.
Shit. Wait, so how are we doing this then?
It's
What's-
going to be. So it's going to start. We're going to have 3 rounds.
Yeah.
It's going to be paper, scissors, stone.
Oh, boy.
You two are going to start. You could just stand in front of this camera so they can see you, or maybe kneel.
Just do it here, really.
Just, yeah. But what do we do?
Maybe kneel in front of each other.
I think
Thumbs
whoever
out.
wins slaps the other one with a tortilla.
What is it? Questions?
what, though?
No, it's just
The
paper,
rock,
scissors,
paper,
stone.
scissors.
Oh, right. And if you.
If you lose, then you get slapped in the face.
Sam's called it paper, scissors, stone, which is fascinating.
Yeah, I know.
We could do it with water in the mouth, but we've got a lot of technical equipment around.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I gotta stop putting just this
I think
part
best
of
to
my
have
face
them in your
front of the
hand, so
camera.
as soon as you've lost,
Okay.
as soon as you've won or lost, the slap happens.
On 3, yeah?
Slap happens.
On 3.
Oh, this sucks.
1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Go on, you.
You guys won.
How many did we do?
Best out of
you
3.
guys won.
Best out of 3.
Oh, okay.
Best out of 3?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. AJ moves on to the final round. It's now me
Quite
and
sweet.
Tom.
Sweet in its weird way. Oh, Sam's not going to have that concern. Hang on. Ah, gonna regret this. So, is it 1, 2, and go?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, 1,
On
2, 3,
3.
go.
On 3. On 3.
On 3.
On
1, 2, go. So,
2, 3.
ah. Oh!
Sam, don't do it too hard.
And again, bitch!
Fucking hell, Sam.
Ah!
Yes!
Jesus.
All right.
So you got something in store for you. I'm glad I
I
lost.
did it nicely.
1, 2, 3.
Ah! Oh!
All right, me and AJ in the final.
Calm down. Oh my god. It's like
There
you
you go,
actually
Sam.
want to hurt us.
Sam, oh no, wait, we need 2 more. That's fair.
Well,
The weird
if you-
thing, it doesn't actually hurt. It's just.
Are you doing the best for 3rd place, or is it just me and AJ in the final?
No,
I think
me and
we
you in the
we got a lot to do, guys.
Yeah, just the final.
We're gonna
Lock
get
it down,
Do it
boys.
on the good camera. On the good camera.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hello.
It's on. I'm glad I lost.
Okay. You ready? And
He's laughing already.
3, 2, 1.
Oh! Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, right in the ear.
There's one last one.
Okay, last
For
one.
whoever.
Who needs
For
it?
whoever. For whoever.
Okay, this is for the win.
Okay. He's getting right-handed.
Okay, ready?
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh! Gentle, loving, kind. My
Gentle
face
and
is
loving.
warm. So
Oh,
I'm just gonna pour
God.
some nice tea on it. Oh. And we'll eat those afterwards.
I think that's a show. Oh.
That's a show, kids. Okay. Well, we're all
Sam's lost his mind.
We're all warmed up. Right, okay, so we've done some story. Shall we do... I think we've So we can either do. My face is too warm for decisions. We can do some questions from the audience, or we can jump into Jackbox.
Questions from the audience.
Do we have another Andre Beetroot show?
Yeah.
And we
We
do
have
also
one
have that.
Van Landry Beetroot show.
So
Yeah.
okay, before we go to Jackbox, we should do the Andre Beetroot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackbox is the closer, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That is what we will do then. So. Oh, that. Wait, are you going straight in?
Yeah.
Okay, we're
got
going. We're
questions.
returning. Actually,
Oh.
this time, hang on, if I may, I'd like to introduce the show, give it some majesty. Okay, so I'll welcome people to the show, and then we're going to cut to Andre. Okay, so. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Uncle Andre's special show. I'm his nephew. It's good to see you. Today we have Andre showing you Beat My Root. So over to Andre to introduce Beat My Root. Enjoy.
Thank you. Good to see you, cousin. Hope you're well.
Nephew.
Don't ever draw my character again.
I'm doing a related character, not the same character.
I'm joking. I like to see it. Now, so we have, this is the Andre, yeah, but we've already said this is Beat My Root. Every character asks a question of the other two. So, this is a dating show.
Those are the stage directions.
And I'm the female contestant.
Okay.
And they're trying to date me, I believe.
Oh, you're the
We all
female.
date each other.
Oh, is that how it works? Oh, how very modern.
So, basically we have Mrs. Jeffries, the mum from The Milkman. Hello. And we've got Birdie's a goat from Wine Under the Bridge. And then finally, of course, from the D&D live stream, we have Falmouth. Falmouth, do not use my new sweater. Okay, brilliant. Guys, wow, we are a dating show, so I want us all to pitch to the other one why you should, and this is the 100-bit rude dating show, okay? So this isn't like, oh, let's go on a date. This is, why should you have sex with me, okay? Specifically sexual. Nothing to do with a long-term relationship. Understand? Okay, good. Falmouth, you go first.
Hello. I'm very wet. I don't need to come up for air.
Oh, nice. Could you show us what you do when you eat pussy?
I only did that one time with a cat on the
Do it-
street.
do it again. Wow, it must go crazy when you do this.
Got a lot of tentacles.
Oh, yes, I like this show. Okay, great. And now, let's have you. The goats from Wine Under the Bridge. Why are you a good time in the sheets? Whoa, crazy dirty talk. And
Nice goat.
And what are your kind of moves you use when you try to get people in the zone? Oh, wow. It seems to be doing the kind of magic. Bertie,
He's good.
yeah? Now,
Oh,
would you?
Definitely consider it, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. And then finally, what about your moves, you?
I'm a very fast lover.
Mrs. Jeffrey.
This is,
Mrs. Jeffries.
yeah, yes.
I'm a very fast lover.
How fast?
I will finish you off in a minute.
Or like a speed run.
Yeah. What's that?
It's where you finish someone off in a minute.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a speedrunner. Yeah.
Yeah, this is some serious pace.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Out of these two, which what kind of a speed run do you think you can get on Falmouth? Now remember, he has 8 tentacles, so you have to stimulate all of them. to
Oh,
reach
those are your
completion.
sexual appendages?
They can coil around each other to make one thick appendage.
Well, that's not going to fit, is it?
Oh, it's very slippery. Where's it fitting?
I choose the octopus.
What? What do you have to say about that?
Easy come, easy go.
He's a communist? No, he said-
Easy come, easy go.
Oh, yeah. Well,
And he's a communist.
And finally,
Yes. Well, I have to say, well, we're going to have to now put this to the test. So, so now you're going to do a spin run on the two of them, and we're going to do a countdown timer, okay? You have 1 minute. And go.
No, stop! No.
Oh, wow.
People look up to us.
Let's discuss abortion.
Guys, thank you so much for coming Fuck Show. I hope you had a good time.
Beat my root. It's already got an innuendo in the title.
Yeah, that's it. I wanted to also beat my fuck show. Beat my root where everyone's root gets bitten. So, we had a good time. I hope you had a good time as well. And this podcast can never see the light.
Starting to realise why we don't revisit old characters. Falmouth was always the delight.
Yeah.
I think I may have said something rude inadvertently.
What? Right, so we have Jackbox left. But
Oh,
do we
boy.
have any questions that we want to do from the
let's
stream
get
that's
a
been
few
going?
questions. Guys, if you'd like to throw some questions into the chat, we're going to answer very quickly. So just a question, one person will answer it. And try and get a few in there before we jump over to Shackbox. That's what I said.
Just all get in
I
the
said
shack.
Shackbox.
Andre Jack Bucks.
Jackabox.
Shackbox. Oh, I've gone to The Milkman. I've started watching The Milkman
It's
on my
natural,
phone, guys.
after watching that quality acting, that you would want to go back and revisit the source material.
Elise just wants to say that Luke's hair is gorgeous.
Ah, thank you very much.
I think he's been putting more time into his hair recently. Really.
Then his improv.
Favourite Disney movie? I'm going to throw that one over to Sam. He's the most Disney of us.
Favourite Disney movie? I'm going to say off the top of my head is Moana. I think it's a modern day classic. It's got great music. It's got great acting. It's got a great story without needing the lead for a love interest to make a Disney princess shine true.
I've got a few people who are saying some more super chats were bought.
Oh.
So I'm going
Super chat.
hand this over to other people to answer. I'm going to find more super chats using my laptop.
Aladdin is my favourite from my childhood. Although, if you're counting Pixar as well, maybe Finding Nemo. If you're counting Pixar as well, maybe Finding
If you
Nemo.
are.
Oh man, I actually can't think of
I love the songs in Aladdin, and I love Robin Williams in Aladdin.
Yeah, that's true. I guess Lion King.
Yeah, it's classic. It's great.
Yeah, it's
The remake or the original?
Obviously not the remake.
Come on.
Obviously not the remake.
I like Beyonce.
So do I. But I don't like weird live action animals.
Yeah.
Live action? That's not the right word, is it?
Yeah, I mean,
Is it live
it's
action?
weird because they
CGI.
so look.
No, CGI.
It's not a real lion.
That's what I mean.
It's not a lion
That's
with
why I said
peanut
it's not
butter
the
in its
right
mouth.
word.
It's
is
a
it?
live action film. It's called live action.
It's a
all
live action
CGI,
film with
but it's
animated
CGI.
elements.
Yeah, okay,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
Is it CGI? Do they film like just?
You just said it is CGI. And
No.
looked at me like
I mean, no.
idiot.
Sorry, is it live action though? Do they actually film like a empty plain of Africa and then CG lions into it, or is it all just computer generated?
It's all, but it's still considered live action because it's supposed to be in the real world.
Yeah,
As
you're
opposed to-
supposed to think
as
it looks
it
real,
looks
as opposed to it being
photorealistic.
look like an animation, like a cartoon.
That's why they call it. Oh,
It's not a cartoon.
They're doing a live action version of The Lion King when obviously it's still computers.
I get that, but like when they did live action Beauty and the Beast, that was Emma Watson.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was
What?
Watson, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It wasn't what?
That wasn't a beast. They didn't cast that guy.
I saw it as a beast.
Tom, what was your favourite Disney film?
He's looking up questions at the moment. Is there
Well,
any-
I am, but also like I don't know how because we had a limit on how many questions there were, but loads of people, and thank you very much for this, have brought more super chat questions. I have no idea how.
How many?
I mean, quite a few.
Okay, we should probably get through those
Do
pretty quick.
quick fire.
Yeah, we're going
Right.
to quick fire a few of these. So, what's your most embarrassing moment on stage? Which has come from Edward.
I was a Danish dolphin and I was in a small comedy club and I smashed my head incredibly hard whilst
my
trying to jump
God,
out of the
you
water
did.
and gave myself a concussion.
Yeah, we were doing a terrible show just out of uni. I picked up a candle because I was trying to be creepy, and it dripped wax on my head, and it just made an already poor show worse.
Embarrassing moment? I don't know.
I mean,
I can't remember. Maybe I got heckled by my own mum once, which was funny.
Uni show, we were doing like scenes from a hat, that piece of shit game that I hate, and I came out
We all
and
like
I came and
We're
I
not
did
good at
something
it.
I thought was really funny. It was complete silence, and ever since then I've never wanted to do it.
Oh, is that why? Is it fear of the game?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
It's,
got
hate, it's not
pushed through the
hatred,
fear.
it's a fear.
It's both.
I hate it and fear
I
it.
hate it and fear.
you're so ready to be on the dark side.
Hatred leads to fear.
Fear leads to hatred.
Fear leads to hatred.
Leads to fear.
Hatred leads to fear.
Fear leads to hatred. Hatred leads to fear.
And fear
Okay, I've got all of the questions now. We're all good, guys. Right. So that's the last one we had done. So we've got like 6 more.
Nice.
So from no, we have done that one as well.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
So Jasper says,
Yep.
when you were first starting out, how did you get comedy venues to take you? Did you guys face a lot of rejection because people didn't know who you were? We still get some of that, but actually Sam used his tank powers. One of his nicknames in the group is the Tank. Straight out of uni and went to a burgeoning comedy club and said...
Basically, we went to the Comedy Store and they said, if you want to do improv, find a comedy club in London that has a free night. I found the Top Secret Comedy Club, which had Tuesdays free, and we did Tuesdays there for about 5 years. That was our only show. We then found a club in Angel called Angel Comedy, which is fantastic, and they had Mondays free, and so they gave us Mondays. And so basically, I think when no one knows who you are, if you can go in and solve someone's problem, then that usually gets you further in the door. They were having people turning up because they had comedy from Wednesday to Sunday, and people were turning up on Monday and Tuesday going, oh, it's closed, I guess it's never open. So if you can go in and go, we'll give you a show on Tuesday, it's no extra work for you, then they're much more likely to say yes, even if they don't know who you are.
Yeah,
Big
nice.
move, that's good.
Yeah. So next one is from Bell A, who said, "Hello guys, thank you so much for all the laughs. You guys are amazingly talented. I hope to see you in person one day. I was wondering if you were to bring back any 2 characters for a crossover long form, who would you pick? I think senile Sherlock and Scottish Batman racing to solve a case would be amazing," which is a great idea. I love that. I probably won't be able to catch this live, but I look forward to catching it later and hearing your answers. Love from America, Bell. For a crossover, just 2 of them. I could go for actually senile Sherlock versus the evil Make-A-Wish kid.
I was thinking that. You could do Xavier and the Nazi chinchilla team up.
Oh, it's like an ultimate big bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
fun.
we have the sequel, and Xavier develops the gerbil into chinchilla pipeline.
Great.
That's good.
That's fun. You guys have any?
That's good.
They're happy. They're happy with that. Cool. Straight to the next question. Carolyn has said, hi everyone, are you planning to upload more guessing games in the future like the Party Quirks one? People in the Discord enjoyed it a lot and we'd love to see more. The intro also didn't take away the fun. It was great to see the full build-up. Cheers, Carolyn. I think we are. We've been doing one guessing game for a long while, and it's quite long, which is Late for Work. And we've just started playing Party Quirks after many years of not playing it. So hopefully, there's sort of a pipeline. It takes a while for things to come down, but hopefully some from the Fringe and similar. Yeah. We're going to have a few of those coming out. Maybe we'll play it tonight. Yeah. But we also used to always end the second half with a guessing game to sort of end on a high. But actually now the long forms, I think, have gotten better and better. So those often end on a high anyway. So we're like, oh, we're already done. And we've used up all our time. Yeah. But the answer is yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Okay. Next question is from Francesca Vecchio. Thank you, Luke. Once again, who says, first live stream here. I'm curious, when a character becomes so loved by the audience that they cheer their every move or literally boo any character that goes against them, i.e. police intern Jimmy in Toby's secret pocket. Do you intend for it to happen, or does it take you by surprise?
Happens very rarely. Only happens to Tom.
No.
And when AJ's turning against him.
Yeah, AJ's hatred against me really brings a love for the character.
No, there was another.
Sorry.
There was another animal or something that there was the polar bear or something.
There's the hare in Hare Who Wore the Sweater.
There was a bear that got killed by accident.
Yeah, at the Fringe.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He was my polar bear lover.
Yes, I was the polar bear lover.
Almost. We weren't, but the attraction
there was sexual tension there.
Yeah.
And I remember the audience being very upset when I tried to kill the polar bear off, because I've spent a lot of the last few months of shows playing animals who don't talk. No. And so I tried to kill the polar bear off.
You were talking bear this time.
They were having none of it.
You were talking bear.
Improv is the only art form where if the audience boos in the story, is actually a good thing.
Yeah. You know that you're
they're
really
invested, they give a shit. Whereas
it's good with Panto as well.
Yeah,
that's true.
But it I guess is the only one where it will guide what you do next. Like if they boo a character, you're like, okay, maybe they're the villain.
I also think we had to bring Bubba and Jeremiah back together at the end of Q, because there was a lot of investment in that room for that couple, and when one of them died, I certainly think that we had to make sure it finished with them being back together. Otherwise, there would have been riots.
Tom gets the cheering and things, but me and Sam, we get the R's, the
You
O's
do
and
get
the
the
R's.
R's. But I think it guides you, but also sometimes you do have to go against the audience.
Oh yeah. For
favourites
good
and
for good
things.
storytelling,
For a good
it's
story.
not always right to give them to
We
the
had
audience
one
once.
recently where I was going, nope, we're not having a happy ending on this, and
Oh, yeah.
you guys were there being like, but maybe there's a happy ending. I'm like, nope, it's going to be a mixed happy and we had a discussion afterwards.
bittersweet ending that doesn't
Which I
compromise
often prefer.
on the parameters that Tom set out at the start of the scene.
So sometimes you do go with exactly what the audience wants. Sometimes you have to deal with that tension. Anyway, next question is from Heather, who has said, what is the best thing about improv and the most difficult thing about improv? Your Manchester shows were brilliant. Best thing and most difficult. I mean, best I guess is just being able to make a brand new, fresh thing every day. There's no learning a play and going, I'm sort of working with someone else's thing, and it's all fresh all the time. Great. I would say for me, the worst thing until quite recently was just going, it's great, it's always fresh, but then it's just gone.
Yeah.
It's in the bin as soon as you do it, and you're leaving the room going, 100 people enjoyed it, and I loved it, but it's now dust. Whereas actually now, we've overcome that worst thing, which is fantastic, by filming and sharing it with all you guys. So I'm overjoyed.
I think that's why I very much enjoyed doing the Bittersweet Hearts thing, because it had that thing of it's all being made up as it goes along, but it was a story that continued and could continue for ages. It didn't feel like that thing where that world just basically implodes. And that was quite fun about coming back to some of these characters, is usually they are done.
Yeah.
Whereas if there's a way, and again, if there's a way of doing a continuous improvised narrative that can just go and go and go, that's amazing, because then you can
by making all the characters answer questions about abortion.
That's
the way to do it.
you can build on it, and I think that's for me an exciting place where you can go with improv.
Questions about abortion.
Similar. Best thing is just like when you're in when you're doing a long form and it's going really well. And you're in the character. That's the best thing ever. Worst thing again is the same thing as before.
I really thought you were Tom. Fucking Tom.
No, just the way
AJ.
the comedy scene sees improv. That's the most annoying thing.
Getting Tom to corpse is the best thing, because he refuses to laugh at anything you do. Making these guys laugh, or getting the audience to do a big or boo or reaction or whatever.
I love making you guys corpse. That's one of my favourites is, so these guys, he'll laugh and just slowly giggle up, whereas Luke will go it's like a 90s CGI moment. It's amazing. If you really get him. Mwah. Right, next question. This one is from Claire, who has said, hey guys, if you could have any mythical creature as a pet, e.g. unicorn, phoenix, fairy, etc., which would you pick? What would it be called, and what would you make it do?
Squirtle.
Squirtle, what would it be called, and what would you make it do?
Squirtle.
Squirtle, and what would you make it do?
Squirtle all over the place.
Yeah! Straight down the line.
I like a dragon called Graham that I keep on Streatham Common, and I just fly him around. That'd be great.
Like Graham.
Graham, come here, mate. Come on, Graham the dragon.
Like what's the smallest
Chihuahua.
No,
What? Mythical.
The smallest version of Charizard.
Charmander.
Charmander, yeah.
So I could put... That's nice that you've
what-
given me the more powerful
What would you call it?
Charmander.
What would you make it do?
I'd make
Charm
it do all
and,
the stuff the Charizard can do. Even though it can't do it yet.
Is it able
teach
to?
it fly.
You make it fly.
Incredible.
Is it able to evolve, or will it not be?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sweet,
I want
cool.
it to be like fucking full.
You
want
just
the
ask
journey.
for Charizard.
You want to replicate
No,
the
he
You
wants
have
the
to start.
journey.
You have to start. You've got to start. You can't just ask for Charizard because it's not.
Charizard will burn him
fully
alive.
grown.
Yeah. It's too
He
dangerous.
needs a charm.
You want the nurture.
Absolutely.
You want to watch it replicate the same process that you're going through right now, because at the moment you're at your Charmeleon phase, like in the middle.
Yeah.
But
nice.
you will become
Charizard.
Charizard,
That's a good
AJ.
I a couple of times imagine what his next form is, and maybe it's like, you know when you see former like boxers and wrestlers who are wearing like tweed, but it's so tight on them, and they've got like
My
glasses.
next
on.
form,
You know I'm an
I
academic now.
think it's gonna be more like Pokemon. He's currently Machoke. Eventually, he's just gonna come up in 2 more arms that have sprouted from
My
him.
final form is what's the bald blue guy from The Watchmen?
Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, that's Dr. Manhattan. That's
You're
my
just going to
father.
paint
He is
yourself.
so unhappy.
You're just going to paint yourself blue and walk around with your dick out.
Lousy hedge.
Tom, your mythical creature?
It will be a flying shark.
And you're going to call it...
Fly shark.
Call it Doctor Who.
Probably a Type 40 TARDIS. And I make it travel through time with me.
I suppose
Yeah.
technically
They are alive.
It technically is a creature.
So
Oh, TARDIS is a creature?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go then.
it's a living.
What would you
ship
call it?
Thing. The TARDIS. I would call it Sam's mum. And I would insist on my mum.
I would make it
The
that.
TARDIS.
Quickly, everyone, into Sam's mum.
Next question.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I think this might be the last. If we have missed any super chat questions, just so I don't spend the rest of the night scouring for them. If we've missed any, then we'll record them afterwards. Please drop us an email. I hope I've got more.
Shall we try and do one game of Jackbox?
Wait, no, there's one more.
Oh,
I
there
was
is
just
one
saying
more.
that before.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
So, this one, which is really just a lovely message from Flower, saying, do you all know how much we love you and appreciate the supportive environment you made, and how much we feel seen by your characters, whether it be because they're queer or have ND vibes, etc. Which is lovely. It's really nice that we have a positive effect for people. I don't know how it came about, apart from us. I don't think any of us were ever like, shall we be disrespectful assholes?
And I think also the nice thing is I don't think any of us have done it purposefully. It's just it comes naturally as to who we are. Like
I've never tried to make anyone feel good.
no, I think it's like there's never been a point where we've sort of before a show we've had to chat going. We really should make sure we include as for straight white guys, queer characters or neurodiverse characters or anything like that. We've had chats about sort of lines and limits potentially to cross, but it's never been like we really should do this. It's just that we create these stories and all types of people exist in the world, and so why would you not represent them when you're on stage? And it's nice that people resonate with it and make themselves feel seen, particularly when it's from us. But that's again one wonderful thing about improv is you can create a fantastical world with out there plot lines, but the characters need to feel real. Otherwise, you will never get those oohs and those ah moments. And if we only allowed ourselves to play what we are, then we get bored, you'd get bored, and it's stories that we love telling with respect and joy. But it's not been a active thing. It's been of course, this is just the way. This is just how it's worked out.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I think that was the lovely moment, and I saw a very nice message of that recently. There was the book game with the cards, and there was just a very brief moment that one of the characters had transitioned, and it was not played for a joke. It was not done like that because of the line from the book. That's the reality. It was like
Sam had just said, "How are you, David?" or
Yeah.
whatever, and I'd said, "My name is this woman's name."
Luciana Berger.
yeah,
Luciana
and it was
Berger.
just like, oh, very sorry, didn't mean to do that to you. Let's move on. And it wasn't like, this is the plot point now of this next arc of the scene, or we make a joke about it. It was just like, okay, that's a reality for people. Addressed it, move on. And I love that about us, that it's never felt forced in. It's just who we are.
Yeah.
That got too deep.
all of the
Joke quickly.
all the comments are saying Sam's a horrible bigot. I'm unfollowing immediately. No, take it all back. No, everyone's happy.
Okay,
That's
good.
as I can tell.
Everybody's happy.
Jackbox.
Thank you.
Is that what I was
Jackbox.
saying?
Guys, it's time for Jackbox.
Let's see if this works. We tried
So-
to do the tech a little bit earlier on, but we're going to try and play a game of Jackbox.
Bear
This is
with
very
us,
exciting.
Beautiful people.
I'm a jack in a box.
Teo, is it possible, if we've only got time for one, to do Quiplash? Yes. Fantastic.
Right, what's the code again?
What
Is it
is
the room?
Jackbox, everyone else? So Jackbox.
Bring it up now.
Jackbox is a silly game. It's a silly party game. It's on Steam. Now we were going to end this stream at 6. Obviously we've overrun a little bit, but this is basically because we hit 100% of our target before this stream even started. We said, hey, if we get to 100%, which we did not expect to, we'll play Jackbox on the stream, and here we are. So basically, games coming up on your screen in a moment, and we have to come up with supposedly funny answers on our phones. Will it be funny to watch us play funny? We don't know. Let's find out together.
Okay.
I get to put my
I've
laptop
not
away.
played this game before.
Oh, really? And again, if we missed any of your questions,
Right, okay.
drop us an email.
Don't
We'll record.
say the
Don't
code.
say it
There'll
out
be
loud.
loads of people joining
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
Oh.
Do not say the code.
Don't
Yeah.
say it out loud.
Yeah.
Would be kind of funny just racing 10,000. Like only the fans play it. Nice.
Who's,
Oh, everybody's in.
yeah.
Sorry.
Everybody's in.
Yeah. Sorry, it was me.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hang on. I need to...
I'm in. We're all in.
We're all in, baby.
Right.
So. Oh, there we go.
My trick knee is acting up again, which means there's a quiplash of ruin. Good looking group, judging by your names, anyway.
Okay.
Here we go. Round 1.
Round 1.
Round 1, 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's, and decide who wins. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go.
What? Right, you can choose a safety quip.
No choosing the safety clip.
No choosing the safety quip. But in case that you don't feel you can come up with anything good, use the safety quip, which will come up with something unfunny for you.
So it's meant to be funny, or what's it meant to be?
I think so. I think this
It's
is
meant to
what
be
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Ones are, oh, funny. Oh.
Mine's not funny. I panicked.
Oh, there's more than one.
There's more than one.
Oh, it only wanted 2. I really rushed for second
Yeah,
one.
me too.
Because I thought it was going to do like 10. So,
Things are good. Practice round. Practice round, guys.
it's practice round. So we have to choose what we think is funny
Yes.
out of the other people's
Yes.
ones. Okay. I thought this was one where we had to trick people into choosing our right
I
answer.
don't know. I didn't miss the rules of the game.
Number 1 on the list, an awkward thing to shout while bouncing on a trampoline with your friends.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, choose your
Lactate or my dick is heavy.
Oh boy. Is this what you wanted?
Obviously lactate.
Yes. I would love to. One each? Nice. Okay.
Game now.
Up next,
Okay, a group but no tour bus driver ever wants to have assigned to their bus.
get to voting.
Group. I can't quite read it.
It's on your screen as well. A group that no tour bus driver ever wants to have assigned to their bus.
Repeat, Tom's.
Smokers of weed.
Smokers of weed.
Didn't even get it. Oh, I think I missed the chance to tap anything.
Ah.
I didn't know there was a time limit.
You just meant to choose Tom.
Your
Just
next
waiting around.
prompt is
I was reading.
terrible thing to say.
A terrible thing to say as a cashier scans several pairs of your new underwear.
Ready, set, vote.
I need pants or yeah, boy.
Yay! Haha, I need pants. Tom wins. That was my last one.
Well done.
Next,
Fun mum.
cereal.
The name of
The
the
cereal
cereal.
for serial killers.
Name of the cereal for serial killers.
Okay,
Cereal special killer cereal. Murderos.
Serial killer serial. Murderers.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, I see the countdown now. Bam.
Murderers.
And. Oh, one each. Great. Ding dong.
Nom 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 nom.
Delicious points.
That's it. Let's see the scores for round 1.
That's it. Here come the scores for round one. Oh, in first place is.
They can see all this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Actually.
It's
Oh,
1600. So they can.
I'm
Can
losing.
they see
But
this?
someone asked me to read it out loud.
They can't hear
Round
it.
2, where all points are doubled. Doubled, I say.
All point values are doubled, including something.
Winner bonuses. Okay, it's a good rival. Oh no, I can only think of filth.
That's fine.
Oh, I feel really bad about that. Dan, I've come up with horrible things to say. I'm really sorry.
Is there a time limit on this as well? to write the answers.
Yeah.
I don't think there was.
These better be good.
Yeah.
Our first prompt is, what a good rival to
What a good rival to Build-A-Bear would be called.
Okay, use your device to build your favorite.
Oh, construct on top there. Construct a plunge, construct a cut. Well, they're both terrible.
They are. I don't feel like clicking either of these.
Do you gotta click one or you lose points?
Maybe
I
we
think.
would wait the time out. Oh, I did back.
Yay! I said what I said.
Oh, they get more points then. Nice. Yes,
I'm losing.
Moving on.
That's
The
Dark secret of Frosty the Snowman is that he...
blank. Vote away.
Oh, the second
It's
one's really
wet,
sweet.
wet all over the time. So wet, it's made of snow.
One of them's really cute for some reason. Oh, 1-1. Nice.
a cute one.
It's a cute one.
I think He's Afraid of Snow is quite sweet.
Cute. It is sweet.
Next up,
But when I thought we were
the
just
worst
looking
thing
for
to
sweet
hear from
ones.
your spouse.
The worst...
I'm
I
leaving
didn't.
The worst thing to hear from your spouse is after she says, I'm leaving you.
you. Time to vote.
I'm leaving you for...
A while.
Or go. The worst thing to hear from your spouse, I'm leaving you for... a while
I thought a
ago.
while I was going to get it there.
Balance. I did too.
Yeah.
Something like my taste.
A ghost.
Next one.
The title of the ultimate dream job. Oh no.
Who's tit milker or the last egg?
Whose tits are involved again?
It's up to you, buddy.
Oh. The
Only
ultimate...
one of those I feel is a real job.
3 seconds.
So I'm going to give it to the.
I
to the
pressed
real job.
one and I regret it.
Yeah.
Yay!
We both regret it.
We need to have a long talk.
I think I've got no points.
That's all for round 2. Light up that scoreboard.
Yes, but...
Tom's bossed this round.
Oh,
Yep.
shit. Oh,
Not moving at all.
Just above AJ. Oh, boy. Okay, round 3.
The last
Round
lash.
3 has arrived. The last lash. You're all going to answer
Everyone
the
gets the same
same
prompt.
So pull
here
out
we go.
all the
AJ's
stops.
doing leg wiggling.
Jag liggling.
Word lash.
Oh, my.
Complete this word lash task.
Come up with a hit song with this word in the title. None. Someone's going to do a habit pun. Done.
Come on, Sam. We
Ready
can all
for
see you
attack.
typing.
He's got a long one.
There he is.
Okay, soak it in.
There we go.
You get 2 medals to award this time. Give out your
There's
gold and
2.
silver medals
So,
now.
dem naninos, none of that, bitch. None in Paris, and there's none body like you. Okay.
You have to award 2.
Yeah.
I think just one.
No, 2.
No, 2.
Yeah. It's a gold and a silver medal.
Gold and
For your
silver
favourite
medal.
first.
The suspense is killing me. Let's see who got
Oh.
those medals. Silver. And now the gold.
Hey!
All right,
I got
let's
one
turn that into cold hard points.
I'm not sure you're good at comedy anymore, Sam. I'm sorry. Oh! What did I get best?
Oh, I got
We
2,000.
got golds.
Oh, I got a gold.
Someone got
It's
doubles.
over.
Oh,
Let's
they
see
got
the
2 golds.
final scores.
Final scores.
Oh.
I don't think I can
AJ
catch up.
smashed it.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh,
Hey!
Was there ever any doubt?
I needed it the most.
The one with the English masters.
fantastic. Well, guys, that's the end of Jackbox, the end of the stream.
End of the stream.
That's it. That is the stream, guys. That's how Jackbox works, and now we know.
I enjoyed that.
Not sure if they enjoyed that. Who knows?
Who
We
knows?
have no
Did
idea.
you-
We'll have to read the comments.
Yeah.
What did the comments say?
We'll probably just like, we
Finally, Jackbox. Oh my god, was the last thing said about it. Great.
I messed up. Apparently, there's a way the audience can join and vote on your answers.
Oh, wow. Next time.
Again,
Next time.
next
Are we back
time.
on the stream?
Yeah, we're back on.
Fantastic.
Are we back? We're back.
I don't know how to see the comments even anymore,
I don't know how
guys.
you can see the comments.
Guys, thank you so much for joining this Shoot from the Hip podcast live stream, whatever this has been. I had a lot of fun.
They say we loved it. That was so cool. Fantastic. Thanks, boys. Definitely enjoyed that. Loved it. It's always a joy to see you guys. Impeccable. We love Jackbox. Amazing stream. Please do a stream like this again. All of that was one comment. Really intense.
Wow. Wow, that was really nice, guys.
Super fun.
Lovely.
Thank you, everybody, who
Wonderful time.
donated and who gave money. We really, really appreciate it. We've got some great mics now, which is fantastic.
Yes,
Yes.
they are all ready because we'd already hit it before the stream started. We have put in our order for the mics. We're really excited. This is great. People will be able to hear us at the back of a room.
It's beautiful.
Right,
Yeah,
happy
come to
days.
live shows, you're going to hear it. It's going to be beautiful. Hopefully, they're going to be starting by next weekend. It's gonna
Can
be
you
very
imagine
exciting.
that? You'll finally hear our live shows.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
been physical.
Oh, I
only
think
so
what
far.
I'm really excited about, because I think people could hear us before, because we're quite good at projecting, but when we had them on, you can do so many other subtle voices and characters, which you simply couldn't do at a big venue. You couldn't do quiet things, you couldn't do more emotional moments. And I do think,
Yeah.
genuinely, more than any piece of equipment, this is going to improve the live shows more than anything else we bought. So
Yeah.
really, again, sincere moment. Thank you very much for making this possible.
Yeah, us three are going to be able to do some more subtle characters.
Yeah. Oh,
No, I'm enjoying.
you'll be able
it.
to.
Just trying to bring some sincerity.
You brought a lot of
It's all right,
sincerity
no, it's
already.
fine, it's fine.
There's a lot.
It's fine. That's it, guys. All right, see you, Museum of Comedy.
We're going to go do the show. We love you guys.
Oh, one last thing. Just before we go. So firstly, as said, we will be releasing the first of the Patreon exclusive 5 full Edinburgh Fringe shows next week.
Yep.
Very excited about that. We'll give you more details. But also, we have another live stream thing coming up
Yes.
in November. You're looking at me like you don't remember the details
Yeah,
either.
I know what we're talking about.
He's just
Do
still
you
hurt by
want to
my
tell
comment.
them what the plan is?
Oh, yes. So basically, we are going to be trying something new. Luke is going to be out of the country, but we really enjoyed doing the D&D stream. But doing all that big setup and stuff, unfortunately, we can't do that when Luke's not here. But we're going to try something new with our D&D stream coming up. I am going to be DMing for these 3, and it will be all based on previous Shoot from the Hip characters and concepts. Very exciting. By the way, we're also going to try and do a session 0 with each of them. Probably just us 2 over the webcams, which we're going to put up on the Patreon as well. So if you know fans that are fans of ours who are fans of the D&D stuff, get ready for that. It's going to be a very exciting. That is our next live stream.
And that is
project.
the 9th of November. The 9th of November.
9th of
So we will
November.
see you there. More details to come, but we look forward to seeing you then. Hopefully we'll do this again because I've had a freaking great time. Again, thank you all so much for your support. We've been Shoot from the Hip.
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 Thank you. Good night.
See you later.
See you later.
See you on the internet.